Hello, so good to see you today. Our 4-year-old grandson was playing in the big furniture delivery box that was sitting in our living room. It was taller than him, and it was full of those packing peanuts, and he enjoyed sinking down in that fluffy stuff. But then he tried to get out. He couldn't. Little ones are good at expressing their displeasure. I heard his cry from the other room, and I went to him. He reached up his arms, and I pulled him out. That same morning, my wife Becky was at the duck pond at the end of our street. Our little 2-year-old granddaughter was looking at the ducks, and she got too close. She slid into the pond. Becky reached out and pulled her to solid ground. Covered in mud and shivering cold, she cried a little. Becky carried her back all the way home, and she called out to me. This was going to be a 2-person job. We took off her wet clothes and put her in a warm bath, washing away all the mud. We dried her off and, wrapping her in a towel, started to blow dry her hair and comb out all of the burrs. She started to drift off to sleep. Little people quickly get themselves in trouble. They need looking after. They don't understand the world. As we grow, we get better at navigating our world, but we stumble in other ways. We slide down into habitual sins. Distracted by the world, we take our eyes off of Jesus and step into a deep hole. The Lord tells us we never outgrow our need for one another. It says in Ecclesiastes 4, verse 9, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. When we are helped back up, we then become a lifter of others. It says in James 5 and verse 19, if one of you should wander from the truth and someone should bring that person back, remember this, whoever turns a sinner from the error of their way will save them from death and cover over a multitude of sins. Also in Galatians 6 and verse 1, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. The adults who lifted us were once helpless children themselves, but they learned how to be lifted, and then they learned how to lift others. Had we lacked their care, we would not have survived childhood. Neither will we survive our long walk to glory without the help of our brothers and sisters. Christ has woven together his church with this, quote, one another principle. Without the church, we won't make it. With it, we will. Together, we can answer Cain's callous, dismissive question with, yes, I am my brother's keeper. That is how we will arrive at our heavenly destination. Thank you for joining us today for this devotional reflection. If you're looking for a place to worship and grow, we invite you to join us at Collingswood Church of Christ. We're at 300 White Horse Pike, Collingswood, New Jersey. We would welcome you to come visit us. If you found today's message helpful, consider subscribing to our channel for more daily devotionals. And why don't you share this video with a friend? They may need to hear a good word today. Until next time, may God's grace be with you.